Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire, this is Polly Put the Petal On, and today I'm going to be bringing you the decoupage, whatever it's called. But before I do that, I wanted to, I've been up in the loft looking for autumn stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to show you these couple of things that I've got that I'm going to repurpose, or not repurpose, redo. Still in the style of autumn. Now this is something that I did last year, never done one before. It's a door swag or a wall hanger. I'd never done one before in my life. I'd just watched some American ladies on YouTube. Love YouTube, I do, and thought I can do that. And what I did was, because in America they have some wonderful craft items and we don't get that here, so they will use, for this type of door hanger, they will use a like an evergreen swag, teardrop swag. Well, we can't get them. I've searched for them high and low, but I've never been able to get my hands on one. I did get one at Christmas, actually. I'm telling a little fib, but it had Christmas things in it, you know, Christmas decorations in it. So and actually I never used it last year. But what I'm going to do this year is I'm going to fill it out, because it's not that full, but I'll show you that further down the line. So this I made, like I say, never done one before and couldn't get a teardrop swag. So I used, can you see? I want to try so you can see it all. I used a desktop Christmas tree. And that's what I use. And you know, I flattened the back of it. I placed it upside down basically to get that shape, and I used it as an armature basically to add these things into. But I'm not happy with this. I don't like it at all. You know, I've had loads of compliments on it. I never hung it up, but I did you know, I did show it to various friends and they loved it, but no, it's not. It needs redoing. So that's one of the things that I'm going to bring to you, is to take all this apart, even though it's glued in. I'll be able to deconstruct and then reconstruct. So I'm going to bring that to you, because I do actually like the concept of it, you know, and I do like the ribbons and stuff. But like I say, I'm going to deconstruct and reconstruct that, because I'm not happy with it. Then the next thing, now I was happy with this, I'm not now, because I had this last year on the front door. This was my autumn wreath, and I hope I can get this all in, because it's quite a big wreath. Can you see? And again, I was self-taught, really, just or not, maybe not self-taught, but you know, watching the ladies on YouTube when they do their deco mesh. Well, I thought I could do one in burlap. So I got some rolls of burlap. And I got two-tone burlap. Now I don't know whether you can see that it's two-tone, because trust me, this was out all autumn last year in the elements, getting battered by the weather. And we all know what autumn weather's like, don't we, folks? So yeah, but I'm not happy with this either. You know, taking a fresh look at it now. It needs to be updated. You know, I'd like to maybe not deconstruct all of it, but definitely reconstruct some of it. So that's that. So yeah, there is some really nice elements in there, but it needs redoing. So that is another thing I'm going to be doing, and I'll bring that to you also. I do actually think that is, because it's quite big, and I think I could shorten it with the length of the poofs that I used with the burlap. So I could deduct that size and reduce the size. Anyway, so on this side of the table, and this is where I like, this side of the table, I like to do my hauls, but when I'm doing crafting, I like to go that side of the table. Now I didn't do that last week when I did my harvest box, and that's why I needed to get up from that table and walk away. So I'm gonna switch off, move round, and come back, and we'll do some decoupage. It's a really simple craft, to be honest with you. But you know, I've got the bug for this now, and to be honest with you, I've been eyeing lots of things up of what I can actually apply this method to. So I'll buzz off and I'll come back. Right guys, oh sorry, I'm back. I've just done one quickly before I came on camera, and you know, the hedgehog was a breeze, you know. Start out with any intention, you can guarantee mistakes. So I'm gonna, mind you, it is a different pattern. So mistake number one, I wanted it all round. Well, if I'd have just literally used one, let me show you. If I'd have just, excuse this, it's moth-eaten. I've been attacking it with my scissors. If it had just gone round with that entire piece, it didn't look great. It was off, so there wasn't a pumpkin directly opposite each other on the opposite side. So I trimmed it down. But you can see the joins. Now that's not going to make any difference to me, to be honest. It's just that I wanted it to make a difference to you, because I'm it's presentation. I'm presenting it to you, aren't I? So, you know, I wanted it, to me, it's not going to make any odds, because I'm going to have it on my mantelpiece, on my candle holders. So it's not going to make any odds whatsoever. But I wanted to do it right anyway. And then I ripped it, because I was holding it in my hand, so don't do that. Don't do what I do. I was holding it, and as I was turning it to paint the glue on the top of it, I ripped it. So I had to, that's where that came into play with its little hole. I had to rip some off and patch it up. Oh, and patch it up, so that really is a pumpkin patch. Oh God, I really am just tickling myself with that. So anyway, yeah, pumpkin patch. So what I decided was, on this second one, because I want two, and I really should have them matching if they're going on my fireplace, but it don't matter. And for the purposes of demonstration, I want to try and get it right for you guys. So I thought, well, I know, because I've cut several pieces out to try and match up, you know. Those two pieces didn't meet in the middle, so you know, I thought, oh God. So I thought, right, you know, it's trial and error, isn't it, when you're doing something new? And this is new to me, this decoupage. I will stop saying that, because it must be annoying, because it's annoying me. Right, so I decided to cut, I'm just going to have one piece so I can get the entire picture in it. Most of the words. I wanted the little snail in it, I wanted the flowers in it, and I wanted these little garden tools in it. and not so much this border. So I thought, cut a fancy outline. It's not symmetrical, it doesn't need to be. I'd basically waved that line around the things that I wanted in the picture. Right, so when you cut it, you've got, I think you might have 3 ply of this. Well, I only do the one, take 1 ply off. You don't need that. And I think you would, you know, but I haven't got the fingernails to root about for the second one. And besides that, I actually like the thickness. I love it on the hedgehog as well. I'm pointing over there because he's on my mantelpiece, half at the moment. My box is, because I moved it off the table. Right, so I'm going to look at this. I'm going to hold it up to my mirror. Oh, and I'm holding it up to you too. Yeah. And I think that's fine. There'll be nothing on the back, or I could actually maybe cut a pumpkin out and put it on there, but no, I don't think I'll bother. But you could do what you want. You do what you like, and depends on what napkins you get and stuff. What I did do last night was, because I'm right into this sort of stuff, you know, it's that simple. It's that simple, but you know, I knackered that second one up, sorry. It's that simple, as in the idea of decorating, you know, turning something into something else sort of thing, you know, for very low cost. I thought, right, so I like to do a bit of research, so I went on eBay. As I was searching on eBay, and all I did was type in decoupage, I came across some rice paper. Now apparently the rice paper is much better than the napkins. Don't hold me to it because I haven't bought it yet, you know, and I haven't tried it, but I will get back to you on it because I am going to try it. Apparently it doesn't rip, and it comes in, it's not a napkin, so it's coming in an A4 sheet. Apparently it doesn't rip when you, like I've ripped that there by holding on, because of the glue was tacky, and as I pulled my thumb off, you know, it took a patch off. It doesn't rip, it doesn't wrinkle, it goes straight on. You know, you've got, basically it's selling itself to me by saying, you know, you've got the problems I've encountered, you haven't got them with that. And so I'm going to get some, and I'm going to use it because I've got another thing in mind. Because while I was having a little root and a toot, I was coming up with all sorts of wonderful wild ideas for myself, and I'll bring them to you as I'm going to do them and get the ingredients to make them. But yeah, that's just going to be another side to me, I think, doing a little bit of decoupage. Will somebody please tell me how you pronounce it? Is it decoupage or is it decoupage? I don't know. It's driving me insane because I don't want to get it right. I hate getting things wrong, me. Anyway, so here we are. We're going to go back to this now. We're going to put this on one candle, and then I've done 2 candles. I was going to do a 3rd candle, but what I think I might do, because you've already seen Mr. Hedgehog, and I was just going to go and do another hedgehog one, but what I might do is put this chicken on this one of my small bamboo boards, because I need to see how that works out as well, because I don't know. So I'm going to put the chicken on that. What started me off on this was a project that I never got round to at Easter. Another night of browsing the internet, you know, and I was thinking of all the spring things and Easter things, and I came across this little fella. For Easter. He's a paper napkin, and you get 4 on the, you know, on the sheet. And I thought, oh, I love him. I think he's so, and it might even be a she, but thought I'm gonna order some of those, which I did do, obviously. And I had, this is just a, and this is what I'm saying, you can make something out of absolutely nothing, guys. This is an Ovaltine tub. And I thought, you know, I could make either a little vase, a little jar, something where you could put some Easter chocolates in, just by decoupage. You know, I think obviously I might get rid of the lid. You could then twine, you know, you could twine this where you've got your screw-on rim, or you could put a ribbon around it. You could paint it very quickly in chalk paint. Chalk paint covers absolutely almost anything, and I use it a lot. So chalk paint it, decoupage your little lamb. You've got yourself either a little vase where you could put some tulips or daffodils, or you could, like I say, or you could do something with the lid. You could even decoupage the top, put twine around there, have it, you know, as the tub to store things in. Not even storage, you know, put chocolates in, put anything you like in for Easter. So, you know, just a little bit of something for nothing. Right, so let's get going. So basically, guys, it's really simple, this. Really, really simple. I'm just looking at the time. I've got myself an old takeaway tub. I think that's a 1/2 inch. It doesn't matter the size anyway. It's a small paintbrush. I've got myself some PVA glue, dead inexpensive, from the Works, I think this was. And you can use school glue, which is exactly the same thing, or Mod Podge. And honestly, when I say this is simple, it really is simple. And I feel a bit dodgy for bringing you this simple crap. But anyway, some people don't know, do they? So, you know, let's get to it. And, sorry, and it is, you know, or could be quite, you know, really quite good for doing things up, for something that's lost its sparkle, you know. And you're looking at it, even bland plant pots, you know, that you get when you buy your plant, and they're just like, I'm looking at mine now actually, I've got my eye on them now. They're just black pots, you know. I could decoupage those so that it makes them a little bit more jollier within my room. And I am going to do some with flowers because, you know, I love me flowers. I don't know whether you know that about me, but you know, I am going to get some and do some flowers, and the possibilities are endless, because when you go looking for the stuff and you see all the different types that they've got, all the different genres of, you know, French country, all this sort of stuff, you know, shabby chic with your little chickens, farmhouse, you know, themes, all the themes that they've got. You know, last night, because I went on a bit of a roll when I was looking around on the internet, and I've come across the Christmas ones. Well, they're on order, because I will be doing Christmas candles. I'll be doing plenty, because you don't just have to stick to these LEDs, you know. If you're not going to use, if you've got pillar candles and you're not going to use them, you're not going to light them, because sometimes I just use them for decorative purposes. So if you're not going to use them, you're not going to light them, because I'm not sure whether this stuff's flammable or not. Then you could put, you know, jazz up your pillar candles, couldn't you? Absolutely beautiful. That's what I'm going to do. And then come summer, you know, that'll be for Christmas, and then come summer I'll be putting my roses on and all this sort of stuff. That's what I'm going to do. I've got a right thirst for this now. I don't know if you've noticed, I'm getting quite excited. Right, so I'm going to tip you down, guys, and let's get on. So basically, all you're doing is first of all, find the face of your candle. Now, because that's got a dip in it there, you know, and your flickering flames there, I want to use this as the front side of my candle. So that's where I'm going to start painting the glue on. So bearing in mind the size of your napkin, picture on the napkin as to what you want to do. And I will just say, make sure you catch the bottom edge and make sure you catch the top rim. And then literally get your napkin, line it up, place it on. You have got like a second to pull into place, right? Now don't worry about any edges here, because it's not going to matter. Because basically, so curl that over there, because, right, and don't touch it. I was just reminding myself there because I was touching it. Because by the time you take your thumb off, because it's gone wet now, you know, it's a napkin, you know, it soaks things up, so it's soaking up that glue now. So don't hold it, because by the time you take your thumb off, you will take whatever patination is on there. So we've done that, and then you're going back in with the glue, and that's why it doesn't matter about these edges, because you're gonna go over it with glue. And that's just literally, obviously it's going to need overnight, maybe not overnight, maybe that's a bit dramatic, but I left Mr. Hedgehog overnight, you see. But you're going to need a couple of hours drying time. Just keep checking back with it. Oops. So yeah, if you go on eBay, if you're interested in this, then if you go on and just type in the search bar, napkins for decoupage or the rice paper, as I was saying, because they never came up until I shortened the search. So instead of putting paper napkins for decoupage, I got rid of the paper napkins and just had the decoupage, and that's when they came up. And that's what I do, you see, when I'm looking for anything or researching anything, I'll start off with a great big title. And if I'm not finding anything, I'll pick words out of that title, and I will find what I'm looking for, if it's available. So yeah, rice paper for decoupage, and it looks really quite good. So there we've got now, you know, you've got your, and that's quite nice. And then while it's wet, can you see? While it's wet, just go to the top and gently pull this away from the edge. Can you see? Just gently pull it, and then that's away. See, you've got quite a nice finish on that. So then that's it. It just needs to, and I quite like that actually, just at the front. I might change my mind up somewhere along the line, but it doesn't got a little bit of excess glue there. Doesn't matter if I do. That one's sticking down. Doesn't matter if I do, because you could put a little a little pumpkin there. You could pick something out of there, or even that pine cone, or even that little bee. In fact, oh, I've just given myself an idea. I'm going to cut that little bee out there. Excuse the silence, guys. Oops. He goes that way. Stick him on. Paint over him. Okay, maybe I should have... Doesn't matter, actually. If I don't like it, I can wipe it off further down the line. It's only school glue, isn't it? I put a little bee on the back. So yeah, I quite like that, guys. And there's my other one. So they'll be matching on my mantelpiece for harvest. Now, I decided to go with this little chicken here. Now, I didn't realise until I was cutting these up that this is actually Emma Bridgewater pattern napkins. I don't know anything about her. I'm just saying it and just putting it out there because I have seen people, in fact Rosie Henshaw, she loves Emma Bridgewater, but I don't know anything about her, but that's what I realised. So yeah. So actually I'm going to use this little chicken, and I'll tell you for why, because on this one I've peeled the extra ply off. On this one I've only peeled one ply off, and I want to see which works best. So what do you think, that way or that way? I think we're going to go this way. Now I'm going to trim him down. Yeah, it's quite good if you think about the things that you can jazz up at home. And even the kids, you know, if you've got small children, I'm sure they'd love this little, and you know that, you know, if you're giving them the school glue, guys, it comes off, it'll wipe off. Couple of wipes, it's off. So if there's any mistakes, if you make any mistakes while you're doing this craft, or if your kiddies have put the gluey hand somewhere, then you know it's easily remedied, isn't it? So let's see. Right, so I'm gonna paint across. I'm not going to go wild with this because I might have to do the entire board. I don't know, guys. I haven't a clue. Let's paint it up. Not paint it, you know, glue it. Oh, see, now, you see that? Heavy-handed with the brush. And the thing is, that is me actually. I am quite heavy-handed, and so maybe that rice paper is, if it does what it says on the tin, maybe that is the best way for me to go. But I have got some ideas further down the line, some crafts further down the line that I'm going to do. Now I'm going to see how this goes, guys, because I'm going to paint all of that, because this is only the smallest board anyway, and they were $1.99 for two. So this is my practice board, and I have got the other side as well to do. Now what I don't like here, and I must admit, I have read that if you're going to do decoupage, you should rip it because it blends further into the... But I haven't ripped it, you've just seen me cut it. So I'm not sure that I like this outline here, you know. So I might wait until it's dried, and then obviously, I've just been saying how easy it is to get off. So I might go in with a little damp cloth and rub the ends away if I'm able to do that. I mean, I don't know anything about this really. Like I say, I picked something up and I ran with it, and although I have researched the rice paper and the decoupage napkins and stuff, I haven't really researched the true way to this. But it's as simple as that, guys. And you know, I'm not a snob. I'm just me. You know, nothing has to be perfect for me, because nothing is perfect. So we'll see how that goes, and I'm more than happy with these little crafts. I've saved myself a few. In fact, I've never seen a candle with a pumpkin pattern on. Anyway, so I've made myself something, and let's face it, you're making it your own. So what's that word? Bespoke. So, you know. So there we go, and that was today's, and I don't think I've got anything else, because like I say, I am going to still sit here because I'm going to do another hedgehog. And the other two candles that I've got, I think I'm gonna save for the Christmas. But I am gonna make an effort to go to Poundland and see if I can get some more of these, because they're definitely worth having. And especially now I've got the thirst for this this little craft. But it's dead simple and totally inexpensive. It's good for the kids, it's good for you. So I just thought I'd bring that to you today, and I hope you've enjoyed it, you know, apart from the corny joke, of course, about the pumpkin patch. But actually, I can't wait for my partner to see my partner, so I can tell it him and see if he thinks it's funny, because it's normally him that cracks the jokes, you know. I'm normally quite serious, don't know if you noticed. And also, I wanted to say, I was going to say it to you when I tipped you down to this table. Please excuse this table. I'm going to have to do something with it, guys. I've wrecked it. Nobody else but me. There's all sorts on it. And do you know what? I've got a craft mat, but it's down the Petal shed. And prior to that, it was propped up over there. When I'm crafting, I really do need to use it, and the only time I do use my craft mat, and it's huge, it would cover this table, you know, well, perhaps not because it's 6 foot, but it's huge, plenty of area to be doing activities on. The only time I do use it is when I'm making deco mesh wreaths, because of the cutting of the deco mesh with my rotary blade. But yeah, I've wrecked this table because, you know, you're making things on it, whatever you're making, you're spinning around, you're scuffing it up, and so please excuse my table. I will have to get something done with it. I've got paint on it, I've got a pen on it. Bit naughty really, but I do like a little bit of you know, used shabby chic. Who am I kidding? I've wrecked it. Anyway, so there we go. I just want to show you this. You've probably seen this, my background. Now these will come into my autumn decor as well. Not that I have loads, but you know, putting things out and about, and it'll fit the season. Look at those. Now, I know you can see those gaps, and I'm not entirely sure why. I don't know who made them. My partner got them he went to a car boot sale and he picked 3 of them up, and I just think they're great. With texture, it's like bristle. But they'll be great for autumn, the autumn season. And another thing I was going to say to you about, you know, the harvest box was fruit. You could put fruit in it, couldn't you? You know, if you were doing a fresh one, you could put fruit in it. Apples, you know, harvest festival, or artificial. That'd be really nice if you had apples and even nuts, you know. Thinking about, you know, hard shells, not peanuts, don't do that. So anyway, that's it for this one. I'm going to come back, and I'm not entirely sure, because when I was over there, I meant to show you a little contraption that I know you can see when you're watching me when I'm doing my hauls. It's a bow maker. And, you know, after autumn, we're going to move into bow season, really, because, you know, it's Christmas and let's put a bow on everything. So I was going to show you that. It's called Pro Bow the Hand, and my partner bought it. My partner bought it me from America for my birthday a couple of years ago. And I don't use it all the time, because I do bows in my hand. I don't use bows all the time, but I can make in the hand, and if I can, I do, because it's quite a work of art putting it together. So you put it together with your dowels and stuff, and then you create your bows, and there's many different bows, but we'll get to that, and I'll show you that the next time, that Pro Bow, because I'd really like to show you some ribbons as well, if you're interested. But I want to reconstruct these, you know, the wreath and the door hanger. But it will be probably a craft thing. It might be a haul, I don't know. Because basically what I'm trying to do is save a few pennies to go and get some clothes. I've not had any winter clothes for 2 years, and my drawers are literally looking desolate. So and we're coming into the season, or we will be, and I'm gonna need some clothes. So that's why I'm refraining from going shopping. But anyway, I've yammered on way too long and kept you for ages. Right, okay guys, so I'll see you next time. Not entirely sure, and it might be maybe Friday, maybe the weekend, but I am finding that I'm doing Mondays and Fridays, so you know, but whatever I can and whenever I can and whatever I've got, I will see you then. And thanks for tuning in. So if you like what you see, please give me a big thumbs up on the way out. Thanks very much if you're a returning subscriber. Honestly, it means the absolute world to me. And if you're not a subscriber and you'd like to, please consider to hit that button, because it's completely free to do so. And I'm saying that about it being free to do so because I used to watch YouTube for a good few years and didn't realise. I thought you had to pay, so it is free to do so. So if you want to subscribe, please hit that button. You're more than welcome. So thanks very much guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.